Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Because Pure Kick-Ass Wrestling is making their first stop on the KAW Reunion Tour in Jackson, Tennessee, October the 26th at the Slide and Ride Rodeo Arena at 45 Broadview Drive. Are you ready for the return of Kick-Ass Wrestling presented by PKAW Entertainment?
All right, guys, you seen it right there. You know, we're promoting the hell out of it, the big KAW Reunion Tour. October 26th, Jackson, Tennessee, Slide and Ride Rodeo Arena, all adult show. You better get your tickets fast. There's limited space from what I understand. But hey, guess what? Special night, Buster Unmasked at 7 p.m. It's on a Thursday. And this is a best special pop-up show right here. We're talking to Blaze Ray, and we're going to talk about Quake at the Lake. This is a big show these guys have got coming up this Saturday night in Tiptonville, Tennessee. And I tell you what, I ain't going to waste no time telling you about it. I'm going to get the man himself on here, and he can tell you what this big show's all about. Blaze.
What's up, brother?
I don't know it, man. How you doing?
I'm getting there. I'm doing a lot better than what I was doing.
Well, I tell you what, man. Let's get right to the point. How is your injury coming? How's this recovery coming?
I'm actually a lot better than what I was. You know, I had to do all the therapy and everything. So, I mean, my strength's coming back. You know, I'm feeling better. I'm getting around a lot better. I think I just need to strengthen it up just a little bit more. And I think I should be hopefully ready to go because I feel a lot better than what I did for sure.
But we ain't got no date yet. We ain't got no comeback date yet.
Not exactly just yet. You know, I'm still trying to fill everything out, you know, because I want to make sure, you know, that's one of them things, like I said in the last one, you know, I don't want to be at one of them things where I rush it and come back and then something happens, you know, and I'm not able to come back from it, you know.
No, you're doing right, man. It's better to be safe than sorry. You can't play with, I mean, there's certain injuries you just don't want to play with. You come back too early, you screw it up again, that may be the end of it, period, for you, dude.
Yes, sir.
Well, look, man, how's life been treating you? It's been a while since you've been on, dude. What's been going on in life?
Well, you know, just taking care of this baby, man. You know, taking care of this baby, doing father stuff. Popping in at these shows, you know, sitting in, trying to help the younger guys and stuff, you know, that's all I can do right now, you know, to get them advice and try to teach them what I know, you know, and give them pointers and stuff.
So that baby keeping you busy, huh?
Yeah, she's keeping me busy. Yep,
They'll do it, man.
She'll be,
go ahead, Blaze.
She'll be 6 months this Saturday.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you got a long time left. You got a long time. Diaper changing, cuddles, all that stuff, man. My youngest is 4 now, and she's mean as a rattlesnake, dude. She is. Of course, you got a 13-year-old brother and a 14-year-old sister, and, man, she is mean as can be, dude. You got a while before you run into that. You still working your way to them terrible twos, man.
Oh yeah, she's like I said, she'll be 6 months Saturday, but she's already developing, you know, that own little personality. You know, she can be sassy sometimes, man.
Well, look, dude, this Saturday night, man, Quake at the Lake, Tiptonville, Tennessee. Hey, man, it's your thing. Won't you tell us a little bit about this show? Tell us how it came about. And I got some graphics and stuff. We'll pull up some matches later on. I even went through Facebook and scavenged some promos of some of the guys who are actually going to be on the show. So, but just smart stuff, dude. Tell us all about Quake at the Lake.
Okay, so this show come about, me and of course Greg and our audio guy Cody. You know, we're always looking for different towns and things like that to run, or places that ain't been run, you know, but not trying to step on nobody's toes or nothing, you know. So me and the audio guy, Cody Bowers, you know, he's been around the business for a while. We were sitting there talking, you know, and we seen, you know, all these other promotions are doing, you know, doing these county fairs and stuff, right? So everybody's doing, Memphis was doing the Dyer County Fair. SPW was running the Lauderdale County Fair, all that stuff, and I was like, well, what can we do, not to step on any toes or take a shot at anybody, but, what can we do to be different, What can we do that's never been done?
Yeah.
So me and Cody reached out to one of the guys we know back in Tiptonville. He's with the American Legion, he's on the Arts and Crafts Committee. And we was like, hey, man, what do you think about us doing a live event there? And of course, he okayed it. And man, this is the first time ever. The Arts and Crafts has been going on probably 50, 51 years. And there's never been a live wrestling event ever until this year.
That's hard to believe, man. That's crazy.
So we're going to break
much wrestling is there's always been around here.
And we're gonna make history Saturday, first event ever.
Where's the event going to be held at exactly? Are we in a building? Are we outside somewhere? How's it?
Okay, we are going to be located right outside of the American Legion building, the Tiptonville American Legion.
Okay. And bell time is what?
Bell time is set for 12 noon.
Okay. 12 noon. There you heard it, guys. Y'all better get there early. Early show, 12 noon. Gonna be a hell of a card from what I've seen.
Hell yes. Yes, sir. Free admission too. But can't forget that free admission.
Hey, you can't beat that. Killer Wrestling, a hell of a card, and it's free too. I mean, you can't beat that, man. I expect y'all free too. That's the new shirt, man. Free too, man. I expect y'all to have a hell of a crowd, dude.
I do too. And talking about but I didn't mean to cut you off, but talking about the Arts and Crafts Festival, like I said, this festival's been around for 50, 51 years. And every year this festival draws thousands and thousands and thousands of people from all over the country. And then there's some that come even from overseas, for this festival. So, man, I'm really hoping for a great crowd that day.
I think y'all will get it, man. Y'all got a stacked card, dude. I mean,
yeah. Now, I try to
real. I looked at
and this is one of the things, like I was saying, we're running on the Pro Wrestling Mid-South banner, but I tried myself and the audio guy, Cody, which we're very thankful that Greg, okayed us for us. Hey, y'all can run it under the Pro Wrestling Mid-South banner. Y'all do this, book it how you see fit, So I gotta give a big thanks to him for, believing in me and trusting in me to run under the Pro Wrestling Mid-South banner and put this thing together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool that he had that much trust in you and respect that to let you guys run under the banner. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's still his name, his company. Out there to the people. So that's really cool, dude. Well, look, man, you want to, like I said, I got some graphics and some promos. You want to start pulling? Let me pull some of this stuff up.
You go ahead, brother.
Some of these matches.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead.
All right, brother. Look, man. I ain't no computer genius, so just bear with me, and we'll pull them up, and we'll go from there, man. You can tell us what you know about these matches.
Okay.
Let's go right here first. All right, okay. There you go.
So this is a match. It was originally supposed to be Big Cody Sawyer, who you see there pictured in the graphic, versus the Knockout King, Coco Anderson. But as you know, as they say, card subject to change. Card subject to change. Things come out, beyond our control. Coco had something going on, couldn't make it. So we found a replacement, and Skylar is Psycho. So they're going to be competing for the Legends Alliance Championship, which is currently held there, as you see, by Skylar. And man, this match actually come about. These two have been, to my knowledge, it's been a little bit since I've been to Ripley, Buster. But these two, to my understanding, have been tearing the house down at Ripley. They've been having phenomenal matches and stuff. And, Big Cody Sawyer, to my knowledge, is the number one contender for the Legends Alliance title. So that's basically how this match right here come about.
Well, let me ask you something. How long has Skyler been the Legends Alliance champion?
I want to say, I think he's been champion 60 days or a little longer, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
60 days, a little longer, maybe. And him and Cody's, man, like I said, from what I've been hearing, man, they've been tearing the house down in Ripley, man.
And this was originally supposed to be in Coco, but when Coco fell out, you stuck this guy here, and I'm gonna tell you what, I like this matchup. I seen the original flyer that had Coco on it, and I seen it was changed a little while later. And I love Coco, don't get me wrong, but I really like this matchup right here between these two guys. Who actually has the most experience? Who's been doing this the longest out of these two fellas?
Between the two of them?
Yes.
Skyler. Yeah, Skyler's got more experience than Big Cody Sawyer does. But man, Big Cody, man, I can't say exactly how long he's been doing it, but man, he's come a long way, and he's one of them ones. He's showing up and he's making a name for himself. For sure.
Yeah, he looks like a big burly corn-fed dude, man. Big country.
Oh yeah, he's a big
boy.
old guy.
Well, look, man. My wife told me that I'm still having some issues with my sound. I'm not sure it's got anything to do with my stuff. It's been storming here, so the internet's been a little flaky. The power actually, about 30 minutes before we came on, the power actually went off, but it came right back on. So y'all just bear with me. I can't do no more than I can do. You know what I mean, Blaze?
Exactly. I said, a little bit earlier when I was talking to you, you was cutting out just a little bit, but I can still hear you.
I hope everybody else out there can hear me too. Look, we're gonna pull this down and we'll move on to the next one, Blaze, and we'll see that you tell us a little bit about this next matchup.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's I'll tell you what, this one's got a little promo with it, but I'll pull the graphic up first and you can tell us a little bit about it.
Okay.
All right, it's Luke Justice versus the Yellow Jacket.
Okay, man, this match, man, it's kind of the same deal with like Big Cody and Sawyer. I mean, Skyler, excuse me. Big Cody Sawyer and Skyler. They've been having some stuff in Jackson. And, man, it's one of them things where I think they're about even. Saturday, we find out who the best man is.
Well, I know a pretty good bit about Luke. I don't really know a lot about the Yellow Jacket, but I'll tell you what, I've seen a promo out on Facebook that Luke did for this match, and you want to give it a listen, man?
Yeah, you can go ahead and pull it.
Pro Wrestling Mid-South this Saturday night, the Arts and Crafts Festival. Yellow Jacket has been a long time. It's been a long time since me and you have been across the ring. Yes, I'm going to give credit when credit's due, and you've beat me several times, but the outcome will not be the same this Saturday.
All right, there, you heard it from Luke Justice. He said this guy's actually got the Duke on him several times, but he's expecting a different outcome this Saturday.
Yeah, Luke's one of them ones, man, and I've watched him work, and, he's one of them ones, too, that's come a long way, and when he gets that aggressive side and that mean side to him, he's liable. He's liable to pull out the victory Saturday. You never know.
Yeah, he really is. He has come a long way, and he's really a hell of a talent in the ring for sure.
Yes, sir.
He's just in the 3 years that I've been back around the business, he's grown a lot in the ring from the first time I've seen him till now. And he's out there. He's making moves. He's always on different shows. He's trying to really get his name out there. And this should be a good matchup. Like I said, I don't really know a lot about the Yellow Jacket, but give us a little bit of history on the guy, where he comes from, what he's about, Blaze.
So man, the Yellow Jacket, he's another young up and comer in the business. He that the name says it all. You know, he's the leader of the Swarm. He represents the Swarm. You know, and man, he's one of them ones. He can lock it in on you and slip up and get you if you're not careful. But he's he is a former Southern Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Okay, did not know that. I definitely didn't know that.
He defeated
matchup here.
He defeated Anthony Wayne, Anthony Wayne. Anthony Wayne's a true veteran of the squared circle, and Anthony wasn't on his A game that night, and Yellow Jacket came out with the victory and got the Southern Junior Heavyweight Championship, which happens to now be held by Peyton Pee Wee Pitts.
Yeah, we're going to hear a little something from him later on, too. I know he's got a big match coming up with the AIWF Unified Heavyweight Champion, the Golden Boy Greg Anthony. And I seen a promo with him, too, and I snatched it up, man. That's going to be a good match right there. We'll get to that one in due time, but I guess we'll pull this one down, Blaze, and we'll move on to the next one and get this card laid out for these people, man. This to be one hell of a show for y'all, man. I hope the weather permits. You know how the weather
right
is
now. You know, from what I've looked at, you know, but the weather changes 1,000 times between now and Saturday.
Yes.
But right now it's looking good right now. So, you know, we're just praying and hoping, you know, it stays then. We have good weather and have a good turnout.
Yeah. If the weather holds good, y'all will definitely have a good turnout, man. It sounds like it's hard to believe wrestling's not been at this festival in all the years had it, man. I mean, 50 years and never had wrestling.
Never had wrestling. This is the first time in history for professional wrestling to be live from the Arts and Crafts Festival.
Well, look, dude, we got Shannon Lee and Super Shocker. Now, I know pretty good bit about Shannon Lee. I don't really know a lot about Super Shocker, but that's why you're here, so you can tell us what's going on here and what's happening with these guys. Why are these guys facing each other, man?
Okay, so before we get into this match, I wasn't able to get another graphic. This is another one of them things where card subject to change.
Okay.
So now it is going to be the Super Shocker versus Triple Play Tommy Boy Jones.
Okay. Is it something that just happened recently or what?
The match or the thing with Shannon?
Well, Shannon falling out of the match.
Yeah, I want to say he works at a factory right now or something. And
yeah.
He said they're more than likely going to have him work, so he didn't think he was going to be able to do it. So that's where
you can do about that, man.
Yeah, that's where Triple Play Tommy Boy Jones comes into play.
Okay. Well, hey, that's like you said at the start. That's why all cards have subject to change on the bottom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the the wrestling business in a nutshell, man.
You know, my main goal with this was like I said, you know, things happen. I know people's got lives outside of wrestling and stuff, but that was one of them things, you know, I still wanted to make sure I had a full card, you know, the best talent that I could put together.
Oh, look, there's a graphic I'm finna put up here. Now, this graphic is of you. I know I don't expect you to drop the breaking news that you got on us here. I know you saved it for the show, but can you give us any hints about what you got going on?
Well, man, you know, Tiptonville is my hometown. It's you know, that's my old. Let me rephrase that. My old stomping grounds. You know, I pretty much spent my whole life in Tiptonville. You know, the Lake County area, and it's one of them things. You know, when I figured out about this show, you know, I was like, yep, it's time for me to go home. You know, it's time for me to go home, see my people, you know, and go from there and see what happens.
I don't know, dude. way you're talking, I kind of get a little feeling you might get a little rowdy, man. I don't know, dude.
You never know, man. You never know. You never know what's going to happen.
You go. I'm assuming you're definitely going to update all the people on your injury there too, and let them know how you're coming.
Yep, that is one thing I'm for sure going to do. Yep.
All right, man. We got a couple more of these graphics here before we got one more before we get to the main event and the semi-main event. Let me make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. All right, here we go. Tell us a little bit about this matchup, dude. You got James Elliott versus Thud Powell.
Okay, man. This, all these matches are going to be great, and I'm looking forward to all of them. But this is one right here I'm actually looking forward to seeing because you got Thud Powell, who is one half of the Mid-South Tag Team Champions, alongside David Jason Rose, and they're known as the Punishment Company.
Okay,
man, and Thud has got a mean, he's got a mean streak. He's as mean and as vicious as they come. But this match, man, he's got his work cut out for him. And game time, James Elliott, because James Elliott is one of them ones. He's been around maybe 2 years, I want to say, but man, he's one of them ones. He ain't no pushover.
Yeah, this looks like it's a good solid matchup, man. This was one of the matchups that really interested me when I seen the graphics for it. I'm anxious to see how this match here plays out, dude. I'll be honest with you.
I am too, and these two have sorry, Buster, but these two have a little history, and I'm telling you, I'm expecting an all out slugfest on this one.
Yeah, they look like they're evenly matched. Both of them's young. Both of them's hungry. So this should be a slugfest here, is what I'm expecting, dude. These two guys here. This is, like I said, this is one of the matchups that really intrigued me when I seen these graphics, man. And you say these guys have history.
They have a little history.
Man, smarten us up a little bit.
James Elliott was one of them up and comers, and of course, you had Thud, with David Jason Rose and stuff. They've done a little tag match. There's been times Thud has left James laying, and there's been times James has outsmarted Thud and left him laying. It's just one of them things. With this match, it's like one of them things where you don't know what's going to happen, but I can guarantee you're going to be entertained from start to finish.
Yeah, this seems like a match. There could be some heavy fireworks during this match here. It sounds like. Let me pull this down, Blaze, and we'll get to the semi-main event, which is actually an AIWF Unified Heavyweight title match, and obviously the champion right now is the Golden Boy Greg Anthony, man. From what I can see, he's been defending that belt, and he's still got it, man. So that says a lot right there. If I'm right, didn't he recently go to Chicago and defend it?
Yeah, man. He's since capturing the AIWF World Heavyweight title. Greg's been doing his thing, man. He's been on fire. He's been to Chicago and defended it. I think here recently he was just in he just defended it. I can't remember exactly where it was. In a cage match against a guy. But man, he's held on to it.
Yeah.
And this is one of them things, this is one of them things going into this match, Greg's been involved with this business. He's been working, I want to say 21, 22 years, man. And he's been fighting this whole time to get a world heavyweight championship. And now he can finally call himself a world champion.
Yeah, that title really covers a lot of territory, man. AIWF is really, man, they're spread out far and wide. So holding that title means a lot, man, to anybody who's able to get it. And Greg's, I don't know him personally, but I do know his work. He's always been a solid worker in the ring, one of the best, honestly. Hell of a worker, hell of a talent. he deserves it, man. It took him all these years, but he deserves it. He earned it, man. It's as simple as that. And like I said, the AIWF, that's not a company title. The title stretches out even across seas, too. You know,
Yes,
that's
sir.
not just you're not just the champion of one little company here in one little town. Hey, he's the champ. He's the AIWF World Heavyweight Champion, and that covers a hell of a lot of territory.
Yes, sir. And he's that champion. He's that champion. You know, he's traveling and taking on anybody who thinks they got the guts to take the title away from him.
Well, look, Blaze, tell us something about Pee Wee Pitts here. Tell us what's going on here with these two guys.
Man,
matter of fact, hold on, Blaze. I've actually look, Blaze. I've actually got a promo he sent. You want to listen to it first, and then you can tell me about this kid?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that, brother.
Okay.
We're a little bit less than a week away. Quake at the Lake here in Tiptonville, Tennessee, September 30th. We got a whole line of great matches, but the main match that stands out to me the most would be Brandon Ray versus David Jason Rose. I'm rooting for David Jason Rose all the way. Punishment Company. He's finna have 2 belts around his shoulder. And I plan on doing the same, because yours truly, the superior athlete, the Southern Junior Heavyweight Champion, takes on the Golden Boy, the best of the best, Greg Anthony. I'm not stressing the outcome, because I know either way, I'll walk out champion. Because my belt isn't on the line, but yours is. I would do anything, and I mean anything, to win a world championship in my 20s. But Greg, you see, there's a big difference between me and you, and that is the age. You are in your 40s, I am in my 20s. I'm not saying you're an easy opponent, because I respect everything that you've done. I've seen the hard work that you put in over the years. But even Old Yeller had to be put out of its misery when the time was right. September 30th, the time is right. The Golden Boy, Greg Anthony, is Old Yeller. Peyton Pee Wee Pitts, yours truly, will be the one to put Old Yeller out of his misery. Loser.
Damn, Blaze. That kid there, man, he got no shortage of confidence. And, man, there was some kind of harsh words there at the end, calling Greg Anthony
yes, sir.
Yeller, man. What do you think how do you think the Golden Boy is going to take that, man?
Whew, man, you know, I've been in the ring with both of these guys, man, plenty of times. And, you know, this is going to be one of them matches that's going to come down to the future legend, the experience of Golden Boy, versus the young, hungry line of Peyton Pee Wee Pitts. You know, Pee Wee Pitts is the current Southern Junior Champion. Golden Boy is the current AIWF World Heavyweight Champion. This is one of them things that you're going to have to be there to see, because you want to know if the experience is going to overcome, or is Pee Wee going to slip in there somehow and end up with the IWF World Heavyweight Champion?
Yeah, it really is youth versus experience in this one. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to lay it out there and go on and lay my prediction out. In this one, I just 100% believe experience is going to come out on top. Look, this is a young, hungry guy, but he's also cocky.
Yeah, and a little bit arrogant too,
not just cocky. He's an arrogant guy. Hey, he just mentioned Greg Anthony in his words there. He mentioned a guy you're close with, Big Brandon, man. You know, he's kind of playing around in muddy water right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's playing with muddy water right there, because, you know, it's one of them things, you know, myself, my brother, and Pee Wee Pitts, man, we all have a little history. in some shape or form, whether it's been myself and Pee Wee beating up on Brandon, or it's been me and Pee Wee beating up on somebody else, or me and my brother beating the hell out of Pee Wee.
Mm-hmm. A lot of history there, then. A lot of water
under the bridge. Lot of history right there. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to ask you right now. I predicted what I think is going to happen. What's your prediction for this one right here?
Man, it's hard for me to pick because, like you
bias the side.
Man, honestly, man, I'm gonna go on this one. If you're gonna go Greg Anthony, I'm gonna go Pee Wee Pitts on this one.
Whoa, I didn't expect that answer. Man.
And here's why. Greg, Pee Wee, whether he wins or loses, will still walk out as a champion.
Exactly.
But Greg will still have his belt, but that means Pee Wee has nothing absolutely to lose.
So Greg's belt is on the line, right?
Yes, Greg's belt is on the line, but Pee Wee is the current Southern Junior Heavyweight Champion, which is not on the line. So I mean, whether Pee Wee loses or wins, he's still a champion.
Yeah, but obviously he would love to be as young as he is and capture the AIWF World Heavyweight title, dude.
For sure. I'm like, like I said, he's young. He's young. He's hungry, man, and he's one of them ones. He's fast. He's athletic, and at the end of the day, if you're not careful, man, he'll hit that cutter out of nowhere. It's that deadly cutter he's got, and you're down for the count.
All right, so you pick Pee Wee, and I'm sticking with Anthony. I just think the knowledge and experience, the ring general, I believe is gonna take it, dude. 100%. Yep. I just believe experience is gonna win out over youth in this one. But that takes to the main. Now, this is a semi-main event, so think about that. The AIWF World Heavyweight title is in the semi-main event, so that means this main event match is going to be off of the charts, dude. Let me get this graphic up, and I tell you what, I'm going to pull the graphic up, Blaze, before we even talk. Both of these guys had some words for each other. We're going to listen to what they got to say, and then we'll discuss the graphic and get your opinion on what's going to happen, dude. Let me get this pulled up here, man. Like I said, I ain't no computer genius here. Just learning how to do some of this stuff. All right, here it is. This is the main event. Well, actually, I pulled up the graphic, but I'm going to let it set, and then we'll watch the videos, dude. You see it right there. Tiptonville, Dairy Queen main event. It's a bank of real foot lake street fight for the Unified Championship. The champion, Brandon Ray versus David Jason Rose. And both of these guys had some comments. And I tell you what, we're going to hear them right now. We're going to start with Big Brandon.
At the annual Arts and Crafts Festival at the Real Foot Lake, my hometown, for the first time in history, there will be professional wrestling. Pro Wrestling Mid-South presents Quake at the Lake. I, myself, Brandon Ray, will be there taking on David Jason Rhodes in a Banks of Real Foot street fight for the Unified Heavyweight title. And what that means is anything goes, which means, David, if I want to use a steel chair, if I want to use a kendo stick, if I want to use a table, heck, if I want to come out here to this lake and catch a big old fish and smack you in the face with it, I can. So, David, if you think you're coming to my hometown, winning my Unified Heavyweight title, you better bring your A game plus more. See you there, 12 p.m., Real Foot Lake, Tiptonville, Tennessee, Arts and Crafts Festival. Be there.
The big man looks focused in, and he's fired up too. He looks like he's serious about this title. Well, I'll tell you what, one thing I've noticed since he captured that title, like I said, it's hard to catch a lot of the pro wrestling South stuff from the stuff I have seen. man, he's really focused in on being the champion and keeping that belt. He held it as long as he has so far, but man, he's turned back challenge after challenge, dude. He's turning out to be one hell of a champion. But his opponent had some words. He heard that interview, and his opponent, David Jason Rose, had something to say too. So let's give this a listen.
Tiftonville, I heard what your hometown hero, the unified heavyweight champion, Brandon Ray, had to say about me. You see, he's out there on that nasty lake, I guess getting in his weekly bath. Meanwhile, I'm leaving the gym because that's what real champions do. So you see, he said he was going to grab his kendo sticks and grab his chairs and grab his tables. You fans can grab all your false teeth and your nicest NASCAR hat, and it's not going to be enough to help him keep that title. So, September 30th, 12 p.m. at Quake at the Lake, in a Banks of Real Foot street fight, you're looking at your new unified heavyweight champion, David Jason Rose.
Hey, Blaze, I'll tell you this. He looks focused and he's confident in himself. Why don't you give us a little history on both of these guys, dude, and kind of give us a little idea of what brought this matchup about, man.
Okay, so as I was saying earlier, you know, David Jason Rose, he is the partner of Thud Powell, who will be competing earlier in the day. They're the Punishment Company. They are the current Mid-South Tag Team champions. And then on this other side, you got the hometown boy himself, the unified heavyweight champion, the Real Foot Saint Brandon Ray. And man, I don't want to sound biased, but this is the match I'm looking forward to the most. This is the match I'm looking forward to the most because the name says it all. Banks of Real Foot Lake Street Fight. Says it all right there.
Anything goes.
Anything goes. No countouts, no disqualification. Hell, if they want to take each other out there to the lake and drown them, they can do that. But
it's going to be a hell of a matchup, dude.
Man, honestly, it is. You know, like you said, you know, David's focused, Brandon's focused. And it's just one of them things, you know, it's another thing like with Pee Wee and Golden Boy. It's hard to predict the outcome. But in this match, you know, not to be biased again, but I've got to go with my baby brother, Brandon Ray. I've got to, because the Banks of Real Foot Lake Street Fight match is a match that we designed. You know, David Jason Rose is stepping in Brandon Ray's world here. He's coming into his hometown, but like you said, he's focused and he's looking to spoil Brandon Ray's homecoming.
Yeah, you kind of opposite me on the last pick, but I'll be honest with you. I'm with you on this one. I look for Brandon to retain the title. Like I said, he's got a grip on that title, and I don't think he's letting it go easy. You're gonna have to really do something to beat him and take that title away from him, man. He's focused, and he's a huge guy, man. I didn't realize how big he was until I got face to face with him, and I'm looking up at him. I'm like, damn, man. Normally people don't make me feel small, but he's a big ass dude, man. A hell of a wrestler, and like I said, since he's got that title, I think he's really turned his game up a whole bunch since he became the champion. I'll be honest with you, he's been a pretty dominant champion, man.
Yeah, you know, he's ran through Bull Bronson, he's run through Peyton Ayers, he's run through him and OVW superstar Shotgun Tony Gunn come in and try to take the title from him. You know, he got put down. So I mean, everybody they've lined up in front of him, he's put them down.
Yeah, he ain't playing in the kiddie pool. He's in the deep end. He's definitely in the deep end, man. He's been swimming like a shark from what I know about it, what I've seen. Like I said, I'm with you on this one. I predict the champion entertains, man. But look, dude, that's one hell of a card that y'all got planned. It's this Saturday night, not now at night. This Saturday, 12 noon, everybody.
Yes, sir.
12 noon bell time, right?
Yes, sir.
And
12 noon bell time.
This is a show that it's free to the public, so you ain't got no excuse not to come and check out this high caliber wrestling action that's going to be Quake at the Lake in Tiptonville. Blaze, dude, do you got? Go ahead, Blaze.
The only thing is, it's free admission to the show. I just want to point this out there so people don't get there and be like, "Well, what the hell?" You know,
Okay.
It's free admission to the show. You can come see the show, walk and check out the different vendors, buy you something. The only thing is, I'm not sure exactly what they're charging to park. The parking,
Okay.
They can park all up and down through there. They have specific parking zones. You might have to pay $4 or $5 at the most to park.
Or if you're cheap like me, I'll park 3 miles from the building and walk there.
Well, yeah, but the show, the event itself is absolutely free. It's not going to cost you a dime.
It sounds like it's going to be a good time, a big show. Like I said, I expect a hell of a turnout, Blaze. Dude, is there anything else you need to plug, man? Or you plug anything you need to, dude?
Man, I know also that day at the show, at the event, we'll have a little table set up. We'll have programs over there. Programs with all of our sponsors and stuff in it. And there's going to be a mystery. There's going to be a mystery wrestler in there. Mystery guy, mystery wrestler. And the first person, to my understanding, that can guess who that mystery wrestler is will get 2 free tickets to any of our live shows at the Herb Welch Wrestleplex in Dyersburg.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool as hell. Now, you going to give us any hints, man? I know you can't, but I got to ask, dude. It's a show. I got to try to dig as much out of you as I can, man.
Okay.
So there's going to be a mystery wrestler also, and whatever fan guesses who it is gets 2 free tickets to some upcoming live event in Dyersburg at the Herb Welch Arena.
Yes, sir.
That's cool. That's cool, Blaze. Look, dude, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
I hated that my stuff's messing up some. I don't know what the problem is. Like I said, it could just be the weather. It ain't raining now, but it come a pretty good storm 30, 40 minutes before we went on. Dude, it's always a pleasure working with you, man. Anytime you need something, you need to promote something or something, you know the deal. Just hit me up and let me know, and we'll make it happen, my brother.
Yes, sir. Sounds good to me, brother.
Blaze, take it easy and you have a good night, my friend.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, y'all, you heard it right there. Quake at the Lake this Saturday, 12 p.m., 12 noon. Free admission. You may have to pay for parking, but you've seen the match lineups. It's one hell of a card. It's free admission to the wrestling. You got no excuse not to go and check out this show. It's going to be awesome. I can pretty much guarantee you. The 2 last matches are worth the price of admission for sure, especially when it's free. But no, these 2 matches are main events anywhere around here. These 2 matches are matches that anybody will pay to see, and you're going to get them for free. All you got to do is show up in Tiptonville. Quake at the Lake this Saturday, 12 p.m. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody who's watching and watching with us. I'm sorry if my microphone and stuff is cutting out. Like I said, we've had some bad weather. And don't forget, next week, Wednesday and Thursday again, Buster Unmasked 2 nights in a row. We're going to start out on October 4th, next Wednesday at 7 p.m. with Steel Cross, the evolution of the tag team from then to now. Like I said yesterday, these guys, over the last 8 months, in my opinion, have grown leaps and bounds, made further strides than any other team around here, I believe, from where they were to where they are now. Now they're the current EPW Tag Team Champions, prestigious tag team titles around here. EPW is one of my favorite products. I love watching their show. It reminds me of WCW or just good old Southern wrestling. I like the presentation and everything. And like I said, next Wednesday night, Steel Cross from then to now. Do not miss it. And next Thursday night, I'll tell you what, let's do. Let me go back over here before we get off here. Let's run this KAW teaser one more time, because next Thursday night, we're doing the second update show. It's not long now to the big show on October 26th in Jackson, Tennessee at the Slide and Ride
Wrestling
Arena.
fans, are you ready? Because PKAW Entertainment brings KAW Reunion Tour to Jackson, Tennessee, October the 26th, 2023 at the Slide and Ride Rodeo Arena. Big stars set to appear. KAW Originals, I wouldn't tell you no lies. PKFNW is on the way. We've got tickets, we've got babes, we've got beer, we've got blunts, and we've got blood. Check out our sponsors. The Convicts will be appearing. Oh yeah, that's right. Danny B. Good and his son, DJ Brown. The fabulous Chris Rocker coming to KAW at the Slide and Ride Rodeo Arena, October the 26th, 2023. We're kicking ass and chewing bubblegum, and we're all out of bubblegum.
All right, y'all, you heard it right there. October 26th, Slide and Ride Arena. It's an all-adult show, 21 and up. There will be alcohol. There'll be blood. There'll be blunts. There'll be bitches. And there will be kick-ass wrestling, without a doubt. You don't want to miss it. It should be an awesome night of wrestling. Adult wrestling. Not this kid shit. All adult. There's going to be some cussing. There's going to be some weapons. There's going to be some blood. There's going to be some beer. There's going to be blunts. And like I said, there's probably going to be some babes too. You don't want to miss it. Guys, don't forget this Saturday, 12 noon, Quake at the Lake. You don't want to miss this show. It's free to the public. Be there, man. There's no excuse not to go check out this card. Like I said, it's one hell of a card. The two last matches are main events anywhere in the territory. Guys, I'm sorry if my microphone's out. I hope everybody was able to hear me clear enough, at least understand the show. Eric J., what's up, my brother? Glad you watched. I'm glad you checked the show out. I hope you was able to hear me. My wife kept coming in here telling me that my mic was cutting out. I don't know why. Like I said, it didn't do it last night, so it's got to be the weather. Guys, next Wednesday and Thursday. Next Wednesday is Steel Cross, Buster Unmasked. Next Thursday, KAW Reunion Show update with the PKAW guys. I'm going to have Chris Rocker on. Johnny Morton will be on. The Jet Hero, and there's no telling who else will pop in. And I've got a promo from Chip Diver. You may have heard us mention Chip Diver last night on the Big Break in the Silent Show. And hey, there is going to be a part 2 to that coming up towards the end of October. We're going to come back. We're going to find out all the dirty details of MCW and Jerry Lawler, Terry Golden. You heard what he said. Even if Jerry Lawler dies between now and then, he's going to unload on him. So that's a show you don't want to miss. Next Thursday, the KAW Update Show. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And everybody take it easy and have a good night.